The Eucharist in the Comedy. This long introduction was fundamental, because to understand it was necessary to take in as much as possible the spirit of the age. Only if on one side we take into account the rejection of the Eucharist by the Cathars, and on the other the insistence of the Church in that period on the value of the Eucharist, the dogma of transubstantiation, the obligation to take communion, miracles, the institution of the feast of Corpus Christi, romances of the Grail, etc., results in all its enormity that Dante does not speak of it. He never speaks of it in any of his works. The words host, Eucharist, communion don't ever appear in the Divine Comedy, nor appears, even with other names, the sacrament, the rite of communion. It isn't there. And not only is there no Eucharist, there isn't even the Mass. Ever. The few authors who have spoken so far of a religious dissent or of heterodoxy in Dante have always relied on some not really canonical statements, on the popes placed in hell, on the many indictments against the corruption of the church, in sum, on the things said by Dante, that is, on what there is in the comedy. Nobody has ever thought of analyzing what isn't there, and that instead should be, if Dante had been a good Catholic. The absence of any hint of the Eucharist, to say little, page 145, is embarrassing, and given the time one couldn't think it simple forgetfulness. What does it mean? Paraphrasing a sentence cited previously, I could explain it like this. He could not speak badly of it. Clearly, he didn't want to speak well of it.